Hello, everybody, and welcome to the inaugural season of Golden Triangle Replay. The Superior Energies Replay Game of the Week is at the Thomas Center in Beaumont, where the Ozen Panthers will be visiting the Central Jaguars. I'm Charlie Jellin, and I'm pleased to be here with you. It's been a lot of fun watching these two teams throughout the course of this season. They're getting into district play now, and things are really taking a turn for the best on both of these squads as they get their offenses and defenses into order. I'm bringing in our media partner from the Beaumont Enterprise, Brooks Cabina. And Brooks, you've been watching these two teams for quite a while. What can you tell us about the Ozen Panthers?
Well, Ozen hasn't beaten Central in 3 years, Charlie, and the last time that they beat him was actually when Ed Taylor was on that team. And he was the offensive coordinator at Central the last 3 years. Now he's back as their head coach. Whenever he left, Toby Foreman said that he wished he'd go 9-1, losing obviously in this game, but Ozen struggled. They're 1-4 at this point. They lost to a bunch of good teams, and they're playing pretty much the same schedule. And Central's coming off of a bye week, but Ozen's got some quarterback changes. Dominique Morris played at the start of the season, then they switched to Markel Perry. The two best players you can see on Ozen are Markel Perry and Jamie Wheaton. And Jamie Wheaton is actually playing quarterback for them. And he's a safety, outside linebacker. This team, it struggles offensively, and they struggle with a lot of fundamentals, just the blocking and the tackling. That's something Ed Taylor's pointed out this entire week, things that he's pressed on them. And whenever those things are happening, a lot of things are struggling beyond just that. So they want to get a win here. Central has been doing good things throughout this year, even though the record doesn't show it. But if they can't start moving things offensively, the defense is going to have to bail them out.
And taking a look at Central, our play-by-play guy tonight is me, but you get to do all the fun stuff. You get to do the color. Greg Chesser, he's been keeping an eye on the Central Jaguars, and although Ozen's got a first-year head coach, Toby Foreman's been at Central for a while.
Toby Foreman's in his fourth year here at Central, and he's taken the Central Jaguars to the playoffs 3 out of his first 3 years. And right now, things aren't looking good at 1-3. But if you look at their opponents, they've lost to 3 teams whose combined record is 12-1. And so they've been facing some good teams. Who knows what'll happen tonight? And but they come in with a very strong defense. They're returning 9 starters, led by Reggie Bozeman, the 2015 defensive MVP. And expect him to wreak havoc tonight in that Ozen backfield. And so the defense is going to have to step it up tonight. The offense for Central has traditionally been starting off a little bit slow this year.
If you want superior safety, service, and quality, look to Superior Energies for insulation, soft craft, industrial, electrical, instrumentation, and engineering services.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
For 50 years at Market Basket, our goal has been to create an extraordinary shopping experience for our customers by providing products with the highest standards of quality, freshness, and value. We're focused on helping our customers feel welcomed and appreciated. I'm Skylar Thompson, and at Market Basket, it's about commitment. It's who we are.
Market Basket, friendly people, fast service.
At the Lube Shop, we carry quality lubricants and filters to keep your vehicle running like new. During our 24-point inspection, we check the fluids and filters and determine whether your vehicle uses conventional, synthetic, or synthetic blend. We feature quality Castrol products and carry all premium brands. We offer computerized records, fleet billing, and factory service intervals. Let us show you why we're the best. The Lube Shop with 4 convenient locations. There's one near you.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
At the end of the game, we'll pick the IBEW Player of the Game from each team. These are the players we feel had the biggest positive impact on tonight's game.
Well, I tell you what, it's a beautiful day here in Beaumont, Texas, at the Thomas Educational Support Center. Charlie Jellin and Greg Cheshire with you for the Superior Energies replay of the game. 75 degrees, Greg, 40% humidity. This is Southeast Texas. What happened?
This is the prettiest day we've had in Southeast Texas in a long time, and we're up here behind glass, Charlie.
I tell you what, though, this is the Soul Bowl from Beaumont. You got to roll the L. Soul Bowl, the 17th meeting between Ozen and Central, but they've been doing this with Beaumont schools for many years before that. It began with Hebert, which was the original name of Ozen, and, of course, Charlton Pollard in downtown Beaumont. They used to play that for many years, but – 22-5A's got its own personality. You got Mid-County Madness down in between Port Neches, Groves, and Neyland. Port Arthur Memorial has gotten into District 22-5A, so you're rekindling a lot of the rivalries there involving the Port Arthur school. But this one's been going on for a long time. This is a back fence rivalry. I love it.
Yeah, it ought to be a good game tonight. Both teams come in with record. Well, Ozen comes in with a record of 1-3. Central with 1-3. Ozen with a record of 1-4. But as we mentioned in the pregame, both of these teams have started out against pretty tough programs. The combined record of the opponents who have beaten Ozen, 17-1, and 12-1 of the opponents who have beaten the Central. And so they've played some really good teams, and nobody's out of it at this point in the season. We're very early in this district battle.
Captain Julius Radler for Ozen and Markel Perry, they chose to kick the ball off. Central Jaguars captains Juwan Mitchell and Keyshawn Compton, they'll be receiving to the left of your screen. We have a slight breeze blowing from left to right, and that's north to south here at the Thomas Center. Beaumont ISD, a beautiful facility that all three Beaumont schools share. Ready here for the kickoff. Julian Hernandez puts it deep. And he's running it out. The rep on the side's waving his arm. It is a touchback. I thought there for a second he was going to run it out, but the referee said, no, sir.
Well, it's hard for us to hear the whistle up here, so I was curious how he came out to the 3-yard line and stopped. And, of course, now Central will take over the ball first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line and come out on offense. And, Charlie, it's going to be important that Central come out and get started early on offense.
Yeah, like you say, this is one of those games where whoever jumps up early might get an advantage that they won't have to give up for the whole game. But they know each other. I mean, these guys go to the same churches. They may be dating the same women. That may be a problem. I don't know, but which side of the stadium do you sit on, depending on? Okay, here we go out of the shotgun. Halfbacks to either side, two receivers to the right. Fakes the handoff. He's looking for the home run bomb. Just out of the reach of his receiver, Earl Payne, over there.
Elisha Simpson really had good coverage there on the far side. The ball thrown, just overthrown, and it'll bring up second down and 10 for the Jaguars.
Quarterback did a good job, though, of placing that on the outside where only Payne would have had a chance to get it. The defender had no chance at it. You're going to take a home run shot. Don't give it back to the other team on the first play. Second down and 10. Same formation, a little bit of a bobbled snap there.
Jarius Johnson doing a good job there, stopping that run for a short gain. Gain of 5 would be third down and 5 for Central.
Theodrick Foster, the running back, number 3 for the Central Jaguars.
Big third down, Charlie, early in this game. Central wants to keep this ball moving and make a statement early here against this Ozen defense.
Chris Boudreaux at quarterback. Now he sends a player out and sends on another player, and the referee saying, okay, let's make sure everybody knows what's going on. Boudreaux drills back. Ball is knocked away by the defender. He was trying to set up a little dump screen to Theodrick Foster. Did not work.
Good play there by Emmanuel Hafford. He was all over that play. He read it and got his hands up, knocking it away, and really had a good opportunity. Had he been able to knock the ball up, never know, Mike could have picked that off for a touchdown. And so it'll bring up a fourth down for the Jaguars.
Punting for Central is Joshua Humphrey. Ball hit short, but he gets a great Jaguar bounce inside the Panther 30-yard line. It'll be downed at the 28 for the first possession of the game. 3 and out for Central. Panthers up to bat now. Whoops, wrong sport. Panthers have the ball now.
We were talking about that just before the game, about the slow start that Central has been getting off to on offense. And once again, 3 and out, giving the Panthers here the opportunity now to put the first points on the board as they take over just inside their 30-yard line. Good punt there, good roll on that punt. And it'll set up, again, this Panther offense coming out ready to go on the attack.
Jamie Wheaton, number 16, the quarterback for the Panthers. And he's going to take it around the right-hand side, gets into the secondary, puts his shoulder down, bursts down on a 15-yard run on first down.
Yeah, good run there by Jamie Wheaton, and maybe we see a little bit of why he was selected by the coaches as the offensive MVP for last week's game for Ozen. Running hard there before being taken down by Vance Valier.
Wheaton now out of a shotgun. Twins to the left, tight end to the right. A couple of halfbacks on either side. Wheaton hands off to Elijah Simpson. Gets about a yard diving over the right guard.
Good play there on defense. I believe that was Reggie Bozeman in on the tackle. No, that was actually, I believe that was 47, not 42. It was Jamichael Kyles making the play there for Central.
A little bit of crossbuck action there. The defensive end was able to cave it in. This time Wheaton does the read, and the ball's on the ground. Toss forward, still open. Let's see who ends up with it. Jaguars tried to pick it up and run with it, but the ball's on the ground, recovered by Central at the Ozen 42-yard line.
Well, we'll get a chance to take a look at this. It's going to be, I believe, either number 24 or 34. Having a little trouble reading those numbers. The older we get, Charlie, the harder it is to see those numbers down on the field.
Read option here by Wheaton. He pulls the ball out and bounces around. Got the ball, tried to lock it into his off hand there, and ball's on the ground.
Yeah, I think he just lost control there. Calvin Williams was putting pressure on him, but I think he just lost control of the ball, put it down, and the first big turnover goes Central's way.
First down and 10 now for the Jaguars, and the handoff to Deshaun Moreau, number 12. Dives forward for the first down.
Defensive play made there on the far side by Elisha Simpson, but not before a good gain, Charlie.
Referees say this one's very close. It is a first down marked by the side judge. Watch him go airborne here to get the last couple of yards. 32-yard line of the Panthers. A high snap, bobbled, taken by Thedrick Foster. Number 3 works to the outside, gets 5 yards around left end.
And there was a penalty flag on the play. We'll have to wait and see what that is. Came in late from the far side. Hafford in on the tackle once again there for Ozen. We'll see what the penalty is. Looks like it's going to go against Central.
Okay. 10-yard penalty marked off from the spot of the foul. Might be able to see it up at the top.
How does 3 look now?
Yeah, not really sure where that came in. It's hard to see. Must have happened off camera there.
That's a spot foul, so it ends up being first down and 15 to go. Makes the handoff. He's got people in his face. Dumps it out to his wide receiver. Cuts inside the 20. That ball goes to Deshaun Moreau. He picks up the first down for the Jaguars down at the 13-yard line of the Panthers.
Yeah, wide open out there in the flats, and closing in quickly there was Trevon Gates and Austin Citizen, but not before a good gain there by the Central Jaguars. They're knocking on the door. First and 10 now from the Ozen 13-yard line.
Boudreaux has 2 receivers to the left-hand side, halfbacks on either side. Flag stops the play. Referee saw something happen right at the snap or just before.
Yeah, movement here on the left side, right side of the offense, but I believe that was a defensive player jumping. Ozen a little anxious there.
This close to the goal line, 5 yards means an awful lot. Put it right at the 7, make it the 8-yard line. First down and 5 to go for the Jags.
Chris Boudreaux stepping in at quarterback.
The receivers to the left, this time a pistol look. Boudreaux pitches it out to Deshaun Moreau. Moreau dives for the end zone. He does not make it, but he's at the 1. First down.
Yeah, good run there by Moreau down inside we're down to about the 2-yard line where he'll pick up the first down. Brought down there short of the goal line by Jarius Johnson on the far side. And it's first and goal now for Central.
Jags trying to take advantage of that turnover by the Panthers. Two wideouts to the right-hand side. Halfbacks on either side of Boudreaux. Plowing into the field, number 7, Vance Vallier gets the touchdown. I'm sorry, number 3, Thedrick Foster. My apologies.
Yeah, we want to get that one right.
Yeah,
first touchdown. And that's going to put 6 on the board for Central. And looks like they're going to line up maybe to go for 2 here.
Well, they've got the swinging gate set up, used by a lot of the high school teams here. If the defense doesn't go over there and react, there's the snap. It is an inside handoff. Jet sweep. He's going to score. 2-point conversion. A flag thrown, though. Flag thrown as Deshaun Moreau takes the jet sweep around the right-hand side to get in, but let's see what the referee says.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look at the formation to see if they had enough men on the line of scrimmage. And it looks like it is going to be against Central, so they'll have to make that attempt again.
Take him back 10 yards. Ball will be spotted at the 13 now. We're almost into the NFL PAT range now.
Getting close. Yeah, that was a holding penalty there on Central. And so they'll be making this PAT from 28 yards out.
Dalian Gantz, the holder. Adrian Humphrey, the kicker. But he doesn't kick it. They end up throwing it. Another flag on the play as the try is no good.
Probably going to see offsides here since they didn't stop the play. More than likely defensive penalty, we'll see. But yeah, a bad snap, or at least the snap wasn't handled. And so the holder picks it up, rolls out, tries to make the best of it. And if you're not at the 12-yard line, you might score that.
Well, they're going to be defensive offside. There we go. How many times have you seen 3 attempts at a try?
I don't know that I've seen 3 attempts at a PAT before. There have been times in my days where I wish I would have had 3 attempts at a PAT.
That's right. You were the kicker, weren't you?
Yeah, I was that nerd, yeah.
Okay, let's try it all over again. 5 yards closer. Toby Foreman on the field. Talking to the referee. Can I put it in the middle of the hash
Well, I think he's wanting to know why he got a 4-yard penalty, right? Shouldn't the ball be at the 7 and not the 8?
I don't know. Math was not my strong suit. I'm a history major. Okay, here we go. 6-0 the score. High snap. High kick. Through the middle. 7-0 Central. Ozen's fumble comes back to Burnham. Central Jaguars take it in.
Good kick there by Vidal Vallier, if I'm saying that correctly.
7:44 left in the first quarter. Panthers will get a chance at the ball here in just a moment. They were moving it well when suddenly that ball popped loose.
Yeah,
from quarterback Jamie Wheaton.
Yeah, I was going to say Wheaton there showing a spark, showing that ability to run and really having some success there against that Jaguar defense. Just put the ball on the ground. And so we'll see if they come out and build on that here in their next possession and see if they can get that run game going. The Central has been vulnerable at times against the run. I believe, may have been, was it Vider that put up 500 yards rushing against Central. So, you know, that 9 returning starters on defense, that defense was touted to be really good. And, of course, they look really good at times. They've kept Central in a lot of games, and they'll be key here tonight. And we'll see if they can step up and stop that Ozen offense again.
Valle set to kick off for the Jaguars. Panthers have set up good and deep to receive the kickoff. Going to drop down at about the 3-yard line. Middle wedge, and he hits it. He hits it running. Panthers get it out to the 40-yard line. Great return there by number 20, Charleston Evans.
Yeah, and Michael Corbin saves the day there for the Central Jaguars, because I believe if Michael Corbin hadn't made that tackle, he would have been gone. Still had the kicker to beat, but had a lot of room, and a very good return there out over the 40-yard line for Ozen. So that's a good spark here for this Ozen offense, and let's see if they can get something going and tie this thing up here from the Thomas Center this evening.
That was a good wedge, and he definitely hit that opening when it appeared. Shotgun formation. This time the straight handoff goes to Sterling Windsor as quarterback Wheaton joins the blocking. Not much gain, only about 1.5 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, good defense there by the Central Jaguars, and I believe it was Calvin Williams finally making the tackle, but only after 2 or 3 other defenders had knocked him back and held him up there. So good defense by the Jaguars.
Empty backfield behind Wheaton as he sends 2 out to each side with a tight end to the right. Wheaton rolls back. It is a screen pass. Ball comes loose. Referee is saying an incomplete pass. They were trying one of those wide receiver screens, middle screen.
Yeah, Lauren Hamilton really read that and just put a stop on that play. Watch this hit. Yeah, good play there by number 43, Hamilton. 3rd down and 9, Charlie.
The defensive line came through so quickly they stopped and turned around. They knew something was up. Hey, Coach, we don't penetrate that well. They let us go. Something's up, sir. High snap. Wheaton drops back, looks for the crossing pattern. Over the hands of his tight end at midfield. That would have been close for a first down, but incomplete.
Well, we got a penalty flag over here on the near sideline, and we'll have to see what we get.
Norman Petrie, number 88, was the target. A little too tall for him. Penalties declined as Central wants to take the down. It'll be 4th down and 9. 6:50 left in the first quarter. Panthers are lining up to punt.
People still pouring in, Charlie, here for this Soul Bowl this evening. Still coming into the stadium.
Charleston Evans dropping back to be the punter for Ozen as head coach is over on the sideline talking to the referee.
Looks like Deshaun Moreau back deep for the Jags awaiting this punt.
22-5A, 9 teams in it this year. Livingston dropped in to join the group. Port Arthur Memorial did as well. Nederland, Port Neches Groves, Beaumont Central, Lumberton, Vider, along with Livingston, Baytown Lee, and Beaumont Ozen. Good kick here by Evans, very high. It is muffed. Touch there by the Panthers. Let's see who ends up with it at the 29-yard line.
Well, Ozen had 4 players there around the ball, and indeed they do come up with the punt. And Moreau just trying to do a little bit too much there as he tried to come up on the shorter punt and just muffed the punt. And there's another big turnover.
Ball bounces loose right there. You can see several Panthers had a better chance at it than the one Jag on the tall.
I think the ball just landed a little shorter than he anticipated in the air. It just didn't get there.
So an exchange of turnovers. The Jags were able to capitalize on theirs. Let's see if the Panthers can take this one in from 29 yards out. Jamie Wheaton, senior quarterback and linebacker, for the Panthers. I love it when a quarterback is also listed as a linebacker. That says a lot about the player. Wins to each side. Whedon fakes the handoff, drops back, looking deep. Got a guy open. Oh, is it caught or intercepted? Intercepted at the 5-yard line. Brandon Goins, senior defensive back, ended up with the ball.
So good play there by Goins. It looked like for a minute it was going to be completed. I believe the intended receiver, was that Sterling Windsor, number 6?
Yeah, he's running the wheel route right there. Ball's a little bit underthrown. Ball was almost knocked loose by one of the other Jaguars. Flag on the play at the 35-yard line. Let's wait and see what the call is.
I didn't see that, so looks like the
looks like a 15-yarder being marked off. May have been hitting the passer, may have been roughing the passer.
Yeah, so Ozen's going to keep the football, so
wow.
Good break there for the Panthers.
Ball is now inside the 15, just barely. First down and 10 for Ozen. Jamie Wheaton has an interception taken off the books. See if he can put a TD now on it.
It never happened, Charlie.
It never happened. Don't write it down. Play clock's down to 14 seconds as the Panthers wait to see what type of adjustments being waved in by the sideline coaches. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Jet sweep to Sterling Windsor. Number 6 turns the corner, knocked out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
Looked like James Anderson was over there for the Jag defense. Play almost made in the backfield there by number 9, John Ruffin, but not made. Pickup of about 4 yards.
Windsor had very good balance to play that defensive back off like that. If he had been a Dallas Cowboy, he would have gone down. Is that what you were saying, Greg?
That's what I was saying.
Yes. Second down. Wheaton with the carry. He's still holding that ball loosely. Gets inside the 10-yard line to about the 8. Gain of 2. It'll be third down.
Yeah, he needs to tuck that ball in, especially down here. Don't want to give up another turnover.
A lot of those running backs, they have faith in the power of their hands and arms, but I'm telling you, you get hit when you're not expecting it, and that ball will suddenly pop loose.
Yeah, he doesn't have it tucked away. He's carrying it in one hand. Going to have to get that corrected, or he's going to be laying that ball on the ground. Big third down here, Charlie. Third down and 5 for Ozen. Panthers looking to get this game tied up.
Wheaton and Windsor in the backfield. Windsor behind him in the pistol formation. Bootleg. Throws it to the corner man wide open. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Panthers. Pass goes to number 88, the tight end, Norman Petrie.
And he was wide open. Nobody covered Petrie, and that was a good job by Wheaton seeing him over there and getting the ball off, as there was good pressure on Wheaton in the backfield, but again, wide open and a good play.
I tell you what, that was a great play to watch. Is Wheaton, when he turned around, the guy was so wide open, he had to just lay it up there.
Yeah, plenty of time, and so put 6 on the board, and let's see if they can get this tied up with the PAT.
Julian Hernandez with the kick. Another high one. It's good. We are tied at 7 with 4:51 left in the first quarter.
Well, this Superior Energies replay of the week, Charlie, can be viewed anytime on gtreplay.com, or if you like to type it the long way, goldentrianglereplay.com. Check out our website to see the full lineup of the GT Replay games scheduled for our exciting 2016 season. Next Friday night, we'll be over at the reservation for the Vider Pirates and the Port Neches Groves Indians, so we're looking forward to that one. And, of course, this game can be viewed on Spectrum Sports, and you can tune in on Sundays at 11:30, channel 85 on your cable guide, or go to channel 1020, watch it anytime on demand.
I I like that phrase, on demand. You got to lower your voice. On demand.
On demand.
On demand. High school football at its finest, Southeast Texas. Golden Triangle Replay. Glad to be back with you. Our inaugural season with our new lineup of sponsors. We've got the same high definition cameras, the sideline camera. We love watching those sideline guys. They bring you some great shots from right down there on the field. Hernandez ready to kick it off for Ozen. And he squibs it along the ground. Takes a high bounce, taken there at the 16-yard line. Did a great job of following the convoy, Juwan Mitchell.
Brought down there by Jarius Johnson at the 40-yard line.
Mitchell, the captain, and watch him just get behind this moving wall. His blockers are out in front looking for somebody to hit. Take it down at the 40. 1st and 10 for the Jags.
Yeah, good return there by the Jags. They're in got good field position here to start this drive. Of course, turned it over on their last drive. 1 turnover by each team so far in the game, and both resulting in scores, and our score 7-7.
Quarterback Chris Boudreau, halfbacks on either side. Hands it off to Deshaun Moreau, number 12. Great speed over there as he turns the corner, gets 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, good play there, and brought down on the far side by number 45, Austin Citizen, for the Panthers.
Watch Moreau make this cut. 2nd down, we'll call it 2 now. Same formation, 2 receivers to the right-hand side for Boudreau. Cross action in the backfield, gets the 1st down. And again, that is Foster, the guy who had the touchdown earlier in the quarter.
Getting over into Ozen territory, Charlie's going to bring up a 1st down, brought down there by, looked like number 24 there for the Ozen Panthers. That's Dion Lewis.
Jet sweep coming your way. Running back's taken out of bounds there. It was a kind of a hard throw down of Deshaun Moreau, number 12, working around the right end.
Yeah, Central coach is wanting face mask there. I actually thought, looking at it live, I saw the same thing, but officials didn't see it. Hard to tell. He may have had his jersey.
44-yard line of the Panthers. Gain of 4, 2nd down and a long 6 for the Jags. Clock is rolling, 3:15 and moving. High snap is handed off to Moreau, and he's off to the races. Another 1st down for the Jags to the 36-yard line.
And the Jags just have it going here. I believe that's number 28 who was in the game now. Michael Corbin, I believe, running at that time. And so good run there by the Jags. They've got that offense moving, Charlie.
Moreau's speed up the middle. This time the handoff goes to Foster around left end. He dives forward. Another 1st down. The ball pops loose, but I think the referee's going to say it was down.
You got 2 flags on the far side. Might see holding again. 2 flags back at about the 38-yard line.
The man with the white hat did not move downfield, and that tells you who the penalty's against. Now the 2 refs who threw the flags are conferring, trying to decide which one. There may have been 2 fouls. If they're spot fouls, that makes a difference.
Flags on the field, back near the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes don't you wish you were a little bird out there, what they're talking about?
Yeah, there was a time a long time ago when we'd had the referee mic'd, but, you know, you can't always listen to that. A lot of discussion going on the field. Of course, there's always the good commercial when they don't know their mic is on.
Yes. Hey, your mic's on. A great run there, and you can see the ball popping loose at the end of the play. It would have been negated anyway by the penalty. Another hold takes the Jags back to the 46-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down, or excuse me, repeat 1st down, 20 yards to go.
Yeah, Central's already got 45 yards in penalties, and so we need to clean that up.
A late handoff. Looks like Michael Corbin, number 28, took the ball. Got 5 yards on the play to the 41. It'll be second down and 15. Kind of a delayed handoff, but you're pulling both of the backside linemen. That's why it took so long. In the old days, you would have called that the Green Bay Packers sweep, but pulling both the backside linemen, that puts a lot of beef going out in front of one of those running backs.
Well, they don't have that many running backs in the NFL anymore.
Boudreaux drops back under immediate pressure, gets away from the first one, but the next two grab him to sack him inside Panther territory at the 47.
Yeah, good pressure there in the backfield by the Ozen Panthers, and eventually there it was Jarius Johnson coming in and making the tackle on Boudreaux, and another big loss, and it's third down and a long way to go. Looks like about maybe, well, I can't do that math in my head.
Let's see, carry the 2. Third down about 27 yards. Third down and 27. The Panthers have loosened up their secondary a little bit. They don't mind giving up 26 yards.
Coach Toby Foreman's going to look down and see what play on the play sheet he has for third and 27 and call it in.
2 receivers to either side for Boudreaux. Fakes the jet sweep. No, he does hand it off. Great fake there. And look at the man. He is off to the races. Deshaun Moreau is going to score on third down and 27. Jet sweep around the right end.
Did a good job breaking a tackle at about the 45-yard line. So if it's third and 27, you run your 52-yard play. Touchdown for the Panthers, or for the Jags.
Wow. Watch this on the replay. Inside receiver. Good handoff there. I thought Boudreaux had the ball, but he breaks that tackle, and then he's off to the races. He squared his shoulders up and went north and south faster than you could say it.
Yeah, really good run there. I believe we have a timeout. Nope, we had a flag. No, timeout there, Roseanne. Not ready for that swinging gate again. Want to talk about it?
Yeah, there are several of the area teams that run that on their point after. They go ahead and set up the swinging gate, and as you can see, it can be very effective. As Central was able to score on their first attempt, it was negated by a penalty. But you got to watch that. Let's watch the touchdown from field level. Here you go. It's coming right at you. Deshaun Moreau, senior, 6 feet, 185 pounds. Into your living room and into the history books. The second touchdown of the 2016 Soul Bowl in Beaumont. Ozen's defensive coaches talking to their students, telling them, hey, we can't give that up. We had them at third and 27.
Yeah, that hurts down third and 27 to give that up. You never want to give up a touchdown, but when your defense has played so well, penalties, of course, also played a factor there, but you got them third and 27 and really had to play defense in the backfield. Just good job there by Moreau breaking the tackle.
Toby Foreman sends his Jaguars out, and there's the swinging gate formation. They're set up to run a sweep really to either side, depending on what the defense does. Or they could come by. There's a fake the jet sweep. Quarterback keeps it, goes in for the score.
And that was exactly the play, Charlie, that they ran when Ozen called the timeout. So they had already snapped the ball, ran that play. They came out, ran the same thing again, and they put it in the end zone from 3 yards out.
Dewan Mitchell carrying the ball in. And again, from that formation, there's all sorts of things that you can do. You can have the running back on the jet sweep. You can toss it on a quick screen to the left-hand side, or quarterback just runs a straight draw play right up the middle, as they just did. That two-point conversion may mean a lot in this game.
Yeah,
the fact, why would they go for 2 so early? I'm just curious. They've done it both times now.
Well, that's true. I guess they think they've seen something where they're going to be able, every point matters in these ball games, and I guess they've seen something where they think that that's going to be there for them each time. They don't have a kicker on the field, so they don't have an option to. Oftentimes you'll see that swinging gate, and you'll see them shift into a kicking position. But it's very clear they're going to run an offensive play from that formation of some sort.
22-5A has had a lot of football history throughout the years. Beaumont Central and Ozen both making good runs in the playoffs in the last decade. High kick now taken at the 7-yard line by the Panthers. Hits the wall and bounces outside at the 20, trying to get around, and he's going to be corralled at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, he ran into a wall. Looked like it might have been open, but just ran into a wall there, bounced backwards, and see who is in there for the Jags, who makes that stop.
Charleston Evans trying to get into the wedge like he did last time, hit his own blocker and bounced back, and then after that it's just a matter of the Jaguars corralling him and taking him down.
Yeah, ran right into Austin Citizen, his own player there, and bounced backward. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers, trailing by 8 here with just a little over 40 seconds left to play here in the first quarter.
Personal foul penalty being called against the Jaguars.
I didn't see the flag hit the field. We must have missed that.
15-yard penalty takes it out to the 39-yard line. Wheaton again, Jamie Wheaton, ready to bring out the team, senior quarterback.
Had good success early running the ball, and we'll see if he can come out and get that offense going.
Has 3 receivers and a halfback to the left, Sterling Windsor. And this time it's just a quarterback keep. Working over the right-hand side. Ball pops loose. The referees have not stopped the play. That is Juwan Mitchell bringing the ball out. Referees threw a beanbag. It was a fumble. That is a fumble return for a touchdown by Juwan Mitchell.
Well, and we commented on that.
See where the ball pops loose. There it goes. Somebody put a helmet on the ball and it popped free. Juwan Mitchell picks it up and runs it back.
You got to tuck that ball away. Good job there by Mitchell picking it up, returning the ball about 35 yards there for the touchdown, and Central goes up 21-7 and now out to kick the PAT.
Jags scored 2 touchdowns in about 12 seconds of playtime. Kick from Valier is good. 22-7 the score. What a turn of events, Greg. I was not anticipating that type of defense.
Oh, yeah, the Jag defense coming out playing tough. Now that's the second turnover that we've seen the Jags get here in the game, that one resulting in the long touchdown. And so that's 2 big plays here in the first quarter.
Spectrum Sports will be showing our games on Channel 85 at 11:30 every Sunday morning. And, of course, you can go on demand on Channel 1020. Golden Triangle Replay also has a website that you can go to see our games for the season. We actually have 6 games total, one of which is going to be a first-round playoff. Now, we know what our schedule looks like. Vider at Port Neches Groves next week. Then Port Neches Groves at Memorial on October 14th. On October 28th, Lumberton at Needleland. And then on November 11th, a first-round playoff game, and we haven't selected the teams yet. There will be one good first-round playoff game played here in Southeast Texas. We're going to bring the best matchup to you. Golden Triangle Replay, the inaugural season. Catch it on replay.
And like us on Facebook. I've always wanted to say that. Like us on Facebook. GT Replay, search, you'll find it.
Yeah, you can actually sign up for some giveaways on Facebook.
Oh, yeah? Can I do that?
If you don't work for the company. Valier ready to kick off, counting the guys on either side. A little bit of a stutter step, but a big leg. He puts it down to the 4-yard line, and that's Evans again. Goes to the right-hand side this time, taken down at the 28-yard line. Tackled by Harold Rito there.
Again, another good return, not wasting much time, just running north-south.
So now the Panthers, who have been able to move the ball but haven't been able to hold on to it very well.
Yeah, already given the ball up twice, 2 fumbles, and 38 yards of total offense going into this drive. So need to get that running game going here for the Ozen Panthers.
Wheaton and Windsor in the backfield, 3 receivers to the left-hand side. Tight end on the right. Windsor with the ball. He's hit in the backfield, tossed forward for about a 2-yard gain.
And, you know, since that first drive, Charlie, the Central defense is really keying on the run game and have really done a good job holding the Panthers down offensively since that first drive.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Score, Jaguars 22, Panthers 7 in the 2016 Soul Bowl.
The Superior Energies Replay of the Week is sponsored by Superior Energies, The Lube Shop, Market Basket, and IBEW Local 479.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
Joseph Thomas carrying the ball around right end. Not much gain on the play. That's going to bring up third down as the Jaguars were all over it. Toby Foreman, the Jaguars coach, he likes to call both offense and defense.
Well, if you're the one responsible, you know, you want to take the heat, you might as well get out there and be responsible for calling the plays. And again, another big third down here, and Ozen really needing to get something moving here, already trailing 22-7.
Wheaton empties the backfield. There's a flag on the play. Wheaton throws a crossing pattern through the hands of his receiver at midfield. But like I say, there is a flag at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be an offsides call against Central, and so Ozen will get another shot here at this third down.
Wheaton put the pass on the money just off of the hands of the receiver. He had to turn around a little bit. May have been behind him a bit.
Referee looked to the near side and asked Toby Foreman, do you want to decline that? And I'm sure he was thinking, sure, do I get that option?
Can I decline the penalty on my team? So the 5-yard penalty will be marked off. It's now third down and about 4 to go. That'll change the dynamics because Ozen has been able to run the ball against the Jags.
And that pass play was open.
Yes.
Almost completed, just a little bit high, but really good, well-thrown ball and then almost complete. So Ozen may have an opportunity to throw the ball around a little bit as well.
3 receivers and a halfback to the right for Wheaton. He looks in that direction, looks to throw back. Nobody open. Wheaton is knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Good coverage by the Jags in the secondary.
I believe that was Calvin Williams who made the play here on the near side, knocking Wheaton out of bounds for that maybe loss of about 2.
5-man rush by the Jags flushes Wheaton out of the pocket. Here comes the linebacker up to finish him off. Well, the Panthers are in punt formation. Charleston Evans, the senior, dropping back to make the punt. The Jags have 2 receivers back. Good snap. Evans put his toe into it. Goes out of bounds. Let's see where the referee marks it. He crosses it over at the Panther 48-yard line, and that's where the Jags will have 1st and 10.
And the Jag offense will take over there. They come out, Moreau, of course, with that big run on the last play. I believe 55 was a 55-yard run on this last play, 52 yards for the touchdown. Other than that, only 55 yards of offense for Central. And so you've got that big touchdown on 3rd and 27, and you've got a defensive touchdown, the penalty. And other than that, you'd be looking at a 7-7 game. Both teams playing pretty even, but so far Central has won the big play game, getting 2 big plays, and so they lead in the game 22-7.
Chris Boudreaux, the quarterback, makes the handoff, rolls to the right. Has the man open on the drag pattern. That's Adrian Humphrey. Humphrey down the sideline. Did he get him to score? Yes, he did. Well-designed play for the Jaguars.
48 yards there for the Jags. And, we were told, Charlie, before the game, we were expecting to see a 2-quarterback system by Central tonight. So far, it's been all Boudreaux, and why not? Boudreaux is leading the team. They're up 28-7, looking to go up 29-7, and doing a good job there.
Great lead on this pass, and watch Humphreys cut to the sideline and keep it going. Being waved on there by Deshaun Moreau. And there's the swinging gate, and this time they send the kicker out as Ozen had defended it.
I believe that 7 seconds on the play clock might be a problem, though. We'll see if they can get it off that quick. Probably not without a holder.
And they're going to have to, Toby is saying, he's out on the field saying they never reset the play clock. The referee saying, yes, I think we did. The man with the white hat, the teams are going to the sidelines. I think somebody called a timeout, and that's what did happen. The Jags had to call a timeout there. Although the way his PAT kicker is, I don't think 5 yards would matter that much.
No, he's already made one from, I believe it was 23 yards earlier.
A beautiful night here in Southeast Texas. One thing about the Thomas Center, you're kind of in the center of everything here, just west of Beaumont. You can see the lights of numerous communities and, of course, the refineries for which Southeast Texas is famous all around you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful view up here. Everything that we have in a beautiful night here in Southeast Texas. Just one of the most beautiful days we've had in quite a long time. There you get a good look here at the press box here at the Thomas Center.
Ready to kick now. Fidel Vallier. And they snap the ball and they're having to reset the play clock. This time, Mr. Referee says, yes, reset the play clock. So they put the ball back down there. They hand it to the referee. He has to respot it properly. Now the play clock starts. Everything by Hoyle. Got to do it by the rules. Good snap. Vallier's kick, though, is off target. Great pressure there by the Panthers. I thought they were going to block it.
Yeah, and I think Vallier's rhythm was just off there. So many things happening. And again, I believe that was our 3rd go at a PAT. We've seen that twice tonight. But the Jags lead 28-7 as we're early here in the second quarter. 10 minutes, 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the Jags on top early. Big plays have been the key to the game so far, Charlie.
Yeah, and the crowds are definitely starting to come in here. And one of the aspects that they talked about in the Beaumont Enterprise, some guy named Brooks Cabina wrote about the battle of the show bands. The fact that at halftime, that's one of the real community battles here between the two bands as they get together and try and outperform each other on the field. And of course, UIL marching contest is this weekend, so they have lots of things on the line, not only for football, but also for the musicians that are going to be on the field.
I believe you and Brooks will be talking at halftime, so I'm just going to step back and enjoy the show as the bands put on the show here at halftime.
Vallier, 5'10", 200 pounds, ready to kick off now for the Jags. Evans again will take it for the Panthers at the 10-yard line. He gets to the middle, submarined at the 30-yard line. Evans gets the ball out to that point, and the Panthers will take over 1st and 10.
Michael Harvey there making the tackle at the 31-yard line. But again, another good return.
Charleston Evans racking up the kickoff return duties. Every kickoff has gone to him. It's almost as if they're aiming it to him. Whichever side Evans is on, he gets the ball. Panthers come out in a pistol formation.
Officials asking for a reset on the play clock, and I don't believe anyone sees the man standing over the ball asking for that. Jag defense just playing the run very well there. Fourth down and 7 here for Ozen.
We apologize for the technical difficulties that happened just a moment ago. The Panthers were able to maintain possession there for 4 plays. Actually, they ran in addition to a central penalty. And now we just had a flag thrown from the sideline over here. And 4th down and 7, both teams are going to the sidelines. And the referees are coming out to talk to each other. We're going to have some meetings here.
And a flag thrown from the back judges on both sides of the field. So 2 flags, 1 on each side.
Referee saying stop everything.
He just said stop everything. They did it, but he didn't tell us what it was.
Well, it may be that they had some type of timeout over there, but no penalty has been marked off, and we're kind of in the blue ourselves as well about what just happened. So we're going to take a commercial break. We'll get it sorted out. Be back in a moment.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
Hi folks, Anthony Toop with Classic Chevrolet. You know, here and across all of Southeast Texas, trucks are a way of life. We drive them for work, for play, and for just getting around. And during Truck Month at Classic, we drive a pretty sweet bargain. Right now during Classic Truck Month, save 20% off MSRP on a large selection of Chevy Silverados. That's right, 20% in savings.
Classic Southeast Texas, your favorite hometown dealer.
Evans back to punt as we end up with a 4th down and 7 to go. 1 receiver back for the Jaguars. Bad snap. Evans is able to pick it up, and a good end-over-end boomer. Down at the 28-yard line by the Panthers, and that's where the Jags will put it into play. No flags on the play, but there have been quite a few so far.
Yeah, so far the Jags have been penalized 7 times for 70 yards, and yet with the big plays, they've been able to overcome those penalties. I don't know if we'll get a replay on that, Charlie, but I tell you, Charleston Evans did a really good job to get that kick off. The ball bounced at his feet, and he was able to get it off and got off a really good punt. And got a little bit unlucky that he didn't get a good bounce as the ball bounced back towards the Ozen defense, or Ozen coming on there, bounced back to him rather than getting a good bounce, or could have pinned Central even deeper.
New quarterback now for the Jags.
Like we said, 2-quarterback system. We were expecting it all along.
Dusane Davis, number 2, hands it off to Theodric Foster. Junior running back plows into the center of the Panther defense for 2 yards.
Number 45 there on the play. Austin Citizen called his name a number of times already in this one. Short gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for Central.
Davis now has halfbacks to either side. Wins to the left, wide receiver to the right. Quick snap kind of took Davis by surprise. He pulls it down. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. He's fortunate to hold on to the ball the way the Panthers were slinging him around.
Adrian Williams and also Austin Citizen back there for Ozen making that defensive play, and a big loss there for Central. Bring up third down and about 13.
Davis here does the cross-buck fake, but when he sets up, no one is open. There are Panthers all over him. Third down, 13 to go now for the Jags.
Looked like he thought the snap was coming on 2, and it came on 1. Caught him a little off guard.
Able to corral it, though, and that's the mark of a good quarterback. Same formation for Davis now. This time they hand it off on a sweep to the left-hand side. Foster with the ball, cuts it back, gets across the 30. That's a gain of 5, but it'll bring up fourth down and 8 to go. And the Panthers hold.
Good defensive stand there by the Panthers. Forcing the punt. I believe this will be Central's first punt of the night.
Michael Harvey getting back to do the punt from the spread formation. Sole running back, Sterling Windsor going back to return for the Panthers. End over end kicks, going to hit short and roll forward. Windsor's just going to get away from it. And it takes a huge roll for the Jags down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah,
it's touched at the 30, I'm sorry. It bounced up and touched one of the Jags at the 30.
Still about a 40-yard net there, not bad. Really low kick, but a good roll there. And so that's where Ozen will take over and really trying to get something going. 5 minutes, 51 seconds left to play here in this first half of play. And Ozen trailing 28-7 here on the Superior Energies replay of the week. Hope you're enjoying this game here from the Thomas Center this evening.
Jamie Wheaton, quarterback. Sterling Windsor, the running back. 3 receivers to the left-hand side. Makes the handoff, runs the little jet, or not jet, but a quick little screen to Chaz Butler. Ball is incomplete, I believe.
Yeah, Bozeman was in his face, and so he dropped sidearm and threw it right around him. But ball just goes into the ground, almost intercepted, but skips off the turf.
Second down and 10, and again, the pressure that the Jag defense is bringing, Panthers kind of anticipated that. Central's strength in the past has been a defense.
Now, Bozeman averaged 6.5 tackles a game last year. He had 65 tackles. He had 5 sacks. And so he's quite a force there in the center of that Central defense.
Dropping back is Wheaton. Throws the ball out here to the 36-yard line to his tight end, the guy with the touchdown.
Flags on both sides of the field.
Norman Petrie with the ball. Petrie caught it and was tackled almost immediately. But the penalties again piling up against Central Jaguars.
That'll be penalty number 8, I believe, for 75 yards. And so that 5-yard gain, they'll take the result. They'll take the penalty instead, save the down, and it'll be 2nd down and 5.
Good shot there of Wheaton and Windsor. Windsor moves to the right half position. Wheaton stays in the shotgun. Wheaton hands it off to Windsor, works off the left tackle, maybe a yard, maybe 2. Going to be 3rd down and 3 to go. A long 3.
Several Jags there getting up off the bottom of that pile. Lauren Hamilton, also Charles Green.
Gain of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 4 from the
Inside 5 minutes now in the first half.
Ozen really needing this first down, Charlie, to keep the clock going, to keep possession of the football here as we near the end of the first half.
From the pistol, Wheaton fakes the handoff, bootleg to the right. He's going to keep it himself, try and get the first down. Hard hit at the 43-yard line, but that is a first down for the Panthers.
Yeah, he takes a shot there over here on the near side, but not before he picks up the first down. Good run there by Wheaton and a much-needed first down here for this Ozen Panther offense. See there, number 9 delivering the blow. That's John Ruffin, Jr. for Central, delivering the blow there on Wheaton.
Flags on the play. A chop block called against the offense.
Well, that'll cost Ozen their first down, and well, it's just this game is just the tempo of the game. It just can't get going. It's got to be difficult for both offenses to get moving when it seems there's penalties every 1 or 2 or 3 plays.
Will end up being 3rd down and 13 to go from the 28-yard line to the Panthers. Petrie comes back into the tight end formation as the plays are being signaled in from the sidelines. Play clock's down to 2 seconds. I believe timeout is called. So we have a timeout, 4:11, as the two bands get ready to play. Ozen Panthers will be first. We're going to take a quick break and be back after the timeout. 28-7, your score.
The Superior Energies replay of the week is sponsored by Superior Energies, Classic Chevrolet, BC Miller Electric, Pizza Inn Port Neches, and Bubba's AC.
At the Lube Shop, we carry quality lubricants and filters to keep your vehicle running like new. During our 24-point inspection, we check the fluids and filters and determine whether your vehicle uses conventional, synthetic, or synthetic blend. We feature quality Castrol products and carry all premium brands. We offer computerized records, fleet billing, and factory service intervals. Let us show you why we're the best. The Lube Shop with 4 convenient locations. There's one near you.
At Market Basket, we offer the freshest choice of meat available. Our meat cutters are always looking for ways to serve our customers even more. From our MB Premium Select Angus beef to our custom cut meats, it's all prepared fresh daily with the highest standards of quality. And if you need a little advice for cooking up your next meal, we're right here, happy to help. I'm Randy Stone, and at Market Basket, it's about freshness and quality. It's who we are.
Market Basket, friendly people, fast service.
We'd like to thank our sponsors, Bubba's Air Conditioning and Appliance Service, and Pizza Inn in Port Neches for helping to bring this broadcast to you of Golden Triangle Replay. We've got a 3rd down and a long way to go for the Ozen Panthers with 4:11 left in the first half. High snap to Wheaton. He brings it down. Under pressure in the backfield. Gets away from the first 2. The third one gets him at the 19.
Yeah, good pressure there put on by number 43, Lauren Hamilton, and eventually they're brought down by Bozeman. And again, penalties playing a big role here as Ozen had the first down, but due to a chop block, forced now to punt from deep in their own territory. And the clock running 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in the third quarter, or in the second quarter.
We're both getting
yeah.
The penalties have kind of thrown us off our rhythm. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Absolutely.
Charleston Evans ready to punt. Spread formation for the Panthers. Jags have got 2 men back. A very high snap, but a higher punt. Going to drop at the 50, but it bounces back toward the Panthers, and they end up downing it at their own 44-yard line. Again, very fortuitous bounce for the Jaguars. Took yardage off of a good punt by Ozen.
So once again, it'll be Central taking over inside Ozen territory, already leading in this one 28-7, and so Ozen's going to have to really step up here, this defense, and hold the Jags here. Try to keep this game manageable here as we're nearing the end of the first half.
Jags have 2 timeouts left. The Panthers do not have any. Deshaun Davis, number 2, coming out as the quarterback for the Jaguars. He was the quarterback during the last series when the Jags had to give up the ball. Davis drops back under pressure. Finds a receiver open at the 30, underthrows the receiver just a little bit. Dalian Gantz is unable to bring it in. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I think Davis, he might want to argue with you a little bit, Charlie, and tell you he thinks that one might have been caught. Did a good job scrambling, good pressure there by the Ozen defense. And look at this pass, he gets it away. Yeah, it was a little low, but should have been caught.
Quarterback's always going to say it should have been caught.
Yeah, that's true.
And there was a flag on the play as the referees get together to talk. Let's see what the call was.
You must be mistaken. There couldn't be a flag on the play. Is that our first penalty of the night?
I believe so. Lineman downfield.
Well, we haven't seen that penalty tonight. Yeah, sometimes when you scramble around like that, the linemen are thinking, okay, he's going to run, so they start going downfield, pull up, throw the ball, and all of a sudden you've got a penalty.
Second penalty was taken. The hold was taken, so the lineman downfield was declined. The hold was taken, 10 yards. It'll be a first down and 20. 2 flags, 2 penalties against the Jags. They must be close to 100 yards now. Clock is rolling at 3 minutes now. Davis hands it off to Deshaun Moreau. He bounces it right, bounces it left, and gets forward for 3 yards.
Yeah, and a good play there on defense by number 21. Well, maybe I missed the number. I don't see that on our roster. Let's take a look.
It is number 21.
21.
We just don't have him on the roster.
Well, he bounces the play outside, and then he stays with it and come back and make the tackle.
That's a defender.
There you go.
We'll see if we can find his name out at halftime.
Yeah, so Morrow runs 10 yards away from him and comes back to him, and he makes the tackle.
Second down, 18 to go. High snap to Davis. They run a quick screen out to Chris Boudreaux. And the referee saying his knee was on the ground when he caught it. So they bring it back to where the ball was caught. No gain on the play.
Yeah, loss on the play. Back to the 43-yard line. And looks like another one of those 3rd and 27s.
Uh-oh. They've converted that one before.
Uh-oh or Morrow?
Good. I like that, Greg.
Got to keep it a little light sometime.
2 receivers to the right for Davis. Inside handoff to Foster. He gets wide around the right-hand side, drives forward into Ozen territory to the 46, but he'll be 11 yards short of first down.
And you're not going to believe this, but there's a flag down at the 49-yard line, and it's against Central.
Wow.
That's kind of interesting decision here because it'll be holding against Central. So it bring up 4th down and 11, or, well, I guess for being a spot foul, it'd probably be 3rd down over again. Looks like Ozen may want to decline that penalty and bring up the 4th down.
It is declined. Ball will be set at the 47, 4th down.
Ozen already with 85 yards in penalties, and that penalty there was declined. They really need to clean that up.
Michael Harvey punting. Taken by the Panthers at the 6-yard line, and I guess that was almost a self-preservation thing to stop the ball there by Evans, keep it from rolling closer down. You don't want to take a chance of a safety with 1:11 left in the half.
And Deshaun Moreau down there defensively making the tackle. He's kind of all over the field tonight. He's been quite a player here for the Central Jags here in the first half.
First down and 10 for the Panthers. They have no timeouts left. Down 28-7 in the first half. The band's getting ready there. Central will be marching second as the home team tonight. Jamie Wheaton. Next to him, Sterling Windsor. Wheaton, he's looking for the home run ball. There he goes on the throwback. Overthrows his receiver, Chaz Butler, and it's through the hands of the defender as well.
Yeah, almost intercepted there by Dalian Gantz. And I was thinking there maybe Ozen would be looking to just run the football, get the clock run down, and get out of this first half and regroup. But though they come out throwing, trying to get some points on the board.
Good strong arm here from the senior Wheaton. Over the hand of Butler there. Took Gantz by surprise, I guess. Saying, yep, I could have caught it. Take it down in 10. Deuces wild now for the Panthers. 2 to either side. Wheaton rolls into his end zone. Dives forward, no gain on the play. Panthers are jumping all over the place. They like that kind of defense.
I believe that was 43 there on the play. Lauren Hamilton on the far side making that defensive play. And the clock is stopped here with 47 seconds left.
Jags called a timeout. Going to be third down and 10 yards to go. They're hoping maybe to take a block on attempt on a punt, or maybe you get a good punt return. I'd like to thank one of our sponsors, BC Miller Electric, one of those electrical companies that have been around for a long time in the Golden Triangle. Been serving since 1946. We appreciate BC Miller Electric for their support of the inaugural season, the Golden Triangle Replay.
Yeah, all these sponsors, Charlie, very special to this broadcast. Without our sponsors, this wouldn't be possible. So you hear those names. If you do business with those folks, make sure you tell them you appreciate their sponsoring the GT Replay of the week here.
And if you don't do business with them, maybe you should.
Absolutely.
Maybe you should.
That's a list of folks who you ought to be looking to do business with, because they're out supporting your children and your community.
Yeah.
So
they're bringing high school football back to Southeast Texas. It needs to be on television. This is some of the best football played in the entire state. 22-5A action tonight. The Soul Bowl between the Jags and the Panthers. Third down and 10. Panthers have 3 receivers to the right-hand side from their own 8-yard line, looking to cut into a 21-point deficit. Wheaton takes the ball, hands it off to Windsor. Number 6 dives across the 10-yard line, but he's going to be short of that first down.
I thought I saw another flag fly in, but I'm hoping that wasn't the case.
I see one in the backfield. Personal foul, face mask against the defense. That'll be a first down. Another 15-yard penalty against the Central Jaguars.
Well, that'll bring them to an even 100 in the first half.
Ball will be placed out at the referee's still walking, so it's going to be at the 25.5-yard line.
Yeah, 15 yards from the spot of the foul, and then that's a good break there for Ozen, because that'll give them the first down, and the clock now at 49 seconds. Central out of timeouts, and so they'll have the opportunity here they can even take a couple of shots here and then still be able to run it out if they run out the clock if they need to.
Jamie Wheaton has got a very, very good arm. He's got 3 receivers out to the right-hand side, 2 to the left, basically an empty backfield. Wheaton's running for his life, and he's going to get sacked from behind.
That was Bozeman again on defense there, and dropping Wheaton there for the loss of about 7 yards.
Is there another penalty?
I think you've got an injured player.
Okay. We'll take this moment to thank the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 479, for their support. And they're also going to be the sponsors, or are the sponsors, of our players of the game. Greg and I, at the end of the game, will choose one player from each one to get a player of the game memento. We're going to take a commercial break.
If you want superior safety, service, and quality, look to Superior Energies for insulation, soft craft, industrial, electrical, instrumentation, and engineering services.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
Wheaton coming over the right side, keeping the ball, getting out over the 25-yard line. Gain of about 7 there for the Panthers. Clock running 5-4. That's going to do it here for our first half of play, Charlie.
28-6. Central Jaguars over the Ozen Panthers. We'll be back with a report from the Beaumont Enterprises, Brooks Cabina, and the halftime stats in just a moment.
For 4 generations, La Suprema has been serving authentic family dishes of the very best Mexican food. So take a break and come enjoy our award-winning service and delicious homemade family recipes. Your taste buds will love you. La Suprema Mexican Restaurant, Highway 365 across from Central Mall.
Tonight's replays are sponsored by The Lube Shop. The Lube Shop with 4 convenient locations in Beaumont, Silsbee, and Nederland.
We're at the Thomas Center in Beaumont, Texas. Your halftime score, 28-7, Central over Ozen. We go now to our media partner, the Beaumont Enterprises, Brooks Cabina. He has the halftime stats and his ideas about the first half.
Well, a lot of ideas for this first half, but we'll start with the stats. Charlie, Central right now leading in total offensive yards, also the score 28-7. They lead with 109 total offensive yards, most of that rushing, 93 yards rushing, 16 yards passing, 4 first downs, and 9 penalties for 85 yards. Leader passing for them is Chris Boudreau, 1 of 3 for 19 yards, and Deshaun Moreau leading the rushing with 7 touches for 71 yards. And he also leads the passing, that 1 catch for 19 yards. On the Ozen side, 34 total yards of offense, passing 9 yards, rushing 25 yards, 3 first downs, and right there, you see no interceptions. But the passing leader for Ozen is Jamie Wheaton, the quarterback coming in today because he's replacing the other quarterback, Dominique Wilson, who came into this game with Dominic Morris with a concussion, so he's out for this week. Sterling Windsor has 18 touches for 17 yards, and Norman Petrie with that 1 catch for 9 yards and the only touchdown for Ozen in this game.
Yeah, I tell you what, that concussion protocol that they have the all athletes on, middle school all the way up, even up into the pros, they're getting very serious about that nowadays.
Sure, and it's rightfully so. I mean, that's something that's been evolving all throughout the entire part of football. And one of the interesting thing is that with these schools, they try and do as much as they can with the things that they have on their teams. You look at these 2 schools, they both have trainers, but if you look across the entire Southeast Texas, there's some schools that don't have any. And the UIL, they can only make rules for what funds and things are available for all schools. So you do with what you can and with what you can afford. And here, fortunately, these 2 schools are able to do with as much as they can for Dominique, and he'll be back up next week.
Yeah, and so far in this game, we've seen a lot of good hitting offense, defense. Unfortunately, though, like you say, a lot of yellow hankies on the ground, and you don't want to see that here in the middle of a season from a coaching standpoint.
Sure, and the thing is that it's going to have to be something that Toby Foreman, the head coach of Central, drives even more next week because they're winning so much, 28-7 right now, and you don't have that much of an impact on 85 yards on penalties. there has to be a little bit more driven in from a coaching perspective, even with things like this. You see Nick Saban get so mad at the collegiate level when they're winning by so much, but they're putting a lot of penalties up. And that's something that he'll have to take a look at as they go forward. But Central playing very good defense, but offensively they haven't been playing that great other than a few busted plays, a 48-yard touchdown pass and a 52-yard run. Those are the main things that are working on their offense. And if it weren't for the turnovers that Ozen's placed in, this might be a much closer game.
Well, the fans at halftime are being entertained here at the Soul Bowl by the bands. Ozen just to the left of the field, and now the Central Jaguar band's taking over. We're going to go to commercial, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff in just a moment.
The Superior Energies replay of the week is sponsored by Superior Energies, The Lube Shop, Market Basket, and IBEW Local 479.
We are Superior Energies, Superior I&E Group, United Superior Insulation Group, Superior Engineering Group, Superior Energies Incorporated.
At the Lube Shop, we carry quality lubricants and filters to keep your vehicle running like new. During our 24-point inspection, we check the fluids and filters and determine whether your vehicle uses conventional, synthetic, or synthetic blend. We feature quality Castrol products and carry all premium brands. We offer computerized records, fleet billing, and factory service intervals. Let us show you why we're the best. The Lube Shop with 4 convenient locations. There's one near you.
All right, we're back here, about ready to start the second half of play here in the Soul Bowl. Both teams have come back onto the field. Our halftime score, 28-7. Both bands just finished performing for the crowd here, entertaining the crowd. And now it's time to get back to some football, Charlie.
Yeah, I tell you what, 28-7. The Panthers are going to take a look at this and see what they can do offensively. Again, they've got a very strong-armed quarterback that I'm very impressed by his speed. Of course, needs to tuck away the ball just a little bit more there because his offensive rushing was very impressive in the first quarter. Jags kind of found the defensive, dialed up the intensity there in the second quarter. But Ozen's going to be getting the ball first. To start off here is Toby Foreman and the defense all get together, count to make sure they're sending 11 people out there. That's always important too.
Well, we've had 2 rather lengthy touchdowns there by the Central Jags. One run was, I believe, 52 yards, and then another long pass. They finished the first half with 109 yards of total offense, and but really, other than those 2 plays, just not a whole lot going on for either team offensively. It's just the first half was really about big plays. If you take away the fumble recovery and the 2 long offensive plays, it's 7-7. Both teams have played relatively an even game. It's just Central's just made a couple of big plays. And so what that says for Ozen is, hey, 2 or 3 big plays, you're right back in this. It's not over.
And we'd like to give a shout-out to Ozen's number 21, Cameron Scott. We did not have his name. The coaches were able to give that to us at halftime. So, Cameron, you had several good plays in the first half, and who knows what's going to happen in the second. Kick down the middle, taken again by Evans at his own 10-yard line. Tackled at the 26-yard line. I thought that was Evans. I'm used to saying Evans on the kickoff returns. This was number 4, Elijah Simpson, a senior wide receiver. Let's give Simpson credit for bringing this ball back.
Yeah, gets the ball out near the 25-yard line. Brought down there, looked like number 9, John Ruffin, and number 45, Elsie Bush there on the play for Central. And so the Ozen Panthers will take over first down and 10 as we begin this second half, and they've got to find some offense, Charlie.
And I tell you, both schools have a lot to be proud of. Ronald Jackson and Dr. Donna Prudhomme at the 2 principals of the schools got to be very proud. Jackson at Central and Prudhomme at Ozen for the halftime. I'll tell you what, it's very inspirational. The fans are really getting into it. I think they were dancing more in the stands than they were on the field.
But it's back to action here in the second half, and The Ozen fans looking for as much excitement from their football team as they were able to get from the band at halftime. And, of course, the Panthers looking to get on track. That first pass overthrown, falls incomplete, intended out there for number 1, Butler. And bring up second down and 10.
Wheaton with the keeper. Gets out to the 31. That's what he was doing back in the first quarter, a 4-yard gain on second down.
Brought down there by Harold Redo. Third down, long 5.
Sterling Windsor, the tailback, with Wheaton in the backfield. You can see Charleston Evans also coming in there. He's the slot back on the left-hand side. Deuces now, 2 receivers on either side. Windsor goes in motion to the left, and they're running a pass to him over there. It's well overthrown, well over his head. Ball's incomplete. It was considered a forward pass, not a lateral. Kills the down, brings up 4th down, and the Panthers are going to have to punt.
And you see the passing game just a little bit rusty there with Wheaton, and he didn't come into the season as the regular quarterback. Dominic Morris had been playing quarterback for Ozen. He's out right now with a medical injury, and so he's not playing tonight. And as a result, Wheaton back in there tonight, but just not sharp with his passing, though he's got quite a strong arm.
Evans fields the low snap. Great punt. I tell you what, he got a lot into that. Taken at the 30-yard line. And I tell you what, Deshaun Davis, number 2, is off to the races. I'm sorry, I thought that was number 2 again. That's number 8. That's the captain for the night, Jawan Mitchell.
Mitchell's actually played a really good game as well through the first half, and they're a good return. A punt of 43 yards and a return of 43 yards.
Wow. Mitchell does a very good job of following his blockers and accelerating when the opening is there. Bounce off 2 tackles there, finally taken out of bounds.
But then there was a penalty.
Wow. Referees are taking them all back into Jaguar territory. Let's see what the call is. At the 44-yard line, we missed that yellow piece of paper.
Well, only maybe about a 10-yard penalty, but costing the Jags 25, 30 yards there. That's the ball taken back onto their own half of the field.
That's Chris Boudreaux back in at quarterback. He hands off to Deshaun Moreau. Number 12 gets corralled at the line of scrimmage and tossed backward.
Good defense there on the far side. Jarius Johnson, along with, looked like maybe didn't catch that second number. Yeah, number 24 there also in on the play. It's Dion Lewis. And good defense there by the Panthers.
Boudreaux got the play on the sideline, brought it into the huddle. Jags going to bleed a lot more of the play clock off now. From the shotgun. I tell you what, that Ozen defense is doing a lot better job now. Ball pops loose, picked up by the Panthers. And the referees say the Panthers have the ball.
Yeah, so there the Ozen defense steps up and makes a play. Number 33, Markel Perry, picking up the loose ball, brings it down inside the 40-yard line. And the big turnover there by Ozen, just what they needed to try to get back in this ball game.
Dedrick Foster trying to stretch for that extra yard when the ball popped loose. If the Panthers are able to get points on the board right here, that would really help their cause and get the momentum going their way. But you can tell defensively they made a couple of adjustments there as they were able to stop the sweep left and sweep right during the first 2 plays that Central ran here in the second half.
Yeah, much improved there on the defense for Ozen, and of course causing the second fumble. That's the second turnover by that Central offense. And let's see if the Panthers can put points on the board.
Wheaton has Joseph Thomas to his left. Windsor is tailback. And flags on the play.
I believe they've got a timeout called. I don't see a flag down. Looked like a timeout called.
Timeout is called against, or not against Ozen, but for Ozen. I'm so used to saying against because of all of the penalties that have been going there. Superior Energies is our main sponsor. They are the big ones that are bringing us here. They were incorporated in 1978, a veteran and women-owned manufacturer with over 100 years combined experience in the engineering, fabrication, and installation of a variety of things, including installation blankets, fire blankets, acoustic curtains, thermal shields. They have the best leak and freeze protection products available. Superior Energies, Inc. have been meeting the requirements of their customers since 1978. We thank you for your sponsorship. Pass out to the right flat, and the receiver is able to bring it across the 30-yard line as Jamie Wheaton was able to find an open receiver there on the sideline, and I think that's Chaz Butler, number 1, who brought the play in.
Yeah, good completion there for Ozen to bring the ball down. Gain of about 8.
Butler's able to get away from the first one, but the next 3 got him. There's an injured player on the far side of the field. Trainers are taking a look at him. 9:29 left in the third quarter. 28-7. We'll take a break and be back with action in just a moment.
Game stats tonight are provided courtesy of the Beaumont Enterprise. Thank you to Jim King and the King of the Road Show, KOGT Radio, and to Spectrum Sports Channel, formerly Time Warner Cable. Watch GT Replay games statewide on Sundays at 11:30 a.m. If you want superior safety, service, and quality, look to Superior Energies for insulation, soft craft, industrial, electrical, instrumentation, and engineering services.
For 4 generations, La Suprema has been serving authentic family dishes of the very best Mexican food. So take a break and come enjoy our award-winning service and delicious homemade family recipes. Your taste buds will love you. La Suprema Mexican Restaurant, Highway 365 across from Central Mall.
Second down and short. Ozen staying in the pistol formation. Halfback to the right-hand side. Wheaton rolls out. Throws back. Oh, that's going to be intercepted by the free safety who saw it and tracked it the whole way. Jags with the turnover, taken out of bounds at the 33-yard line, and a great interception there.
That's number 8 again. Is that Mitchell?
Jawan Mitchell, the captain.
Mitchell. Now, he's made a lot of good plays. We did have a flag down, but that's going to be, I think it was holding, it was declined, and so that interception will stand.
Mitchell was just waiting downfield, playing middle third, watching the quarterback's eyes when he threw that ball back. And again, a little bit deeper pattern maybe. Might have gone over Mitchell's head, but the Panthers squandered the opportunity. They're unable to capitalize on the turnover. And now the Jags, 9:10 left in the third quarter, 28-7, Central.
Both teams not protecting the football to start this second half. Turnover for turnover.
Boudreaux drops back, throws a guy wide open, overthrows him. Pass was incomplete at about the 30-yard line. Ozen defender was behind him, and Boudreaux, throwing on the run, was able to hit the receiver.
Elisha Simpson making a good attempt there at the interception, but ball just needed to be thrown a little more toward the sideline, and instead laid out more toward the hash and falls incomplete.
Chris Boudreaux, the senior quarterback, comes to the sideline to get the play call from Toby Foreman. Toby, the son of well-known area coach Mark Foreman, who's on his son's staff. Boudreaux hands it off this time on a sweep to the right-hand side. Theodric Foster able to cross the 40, gets 7 yards on second down rather. It'll be third down and a short 3 to go. Bringing those 2 linemen back across. Foster does a great job of driving with his legs and getting everything he can out of it.
Boston Citizen there on the stop for the Panthers. That's another name we've called a number of times on that Panther defense this evening. Citizen has been just in the middle of a lot of things, playing a good game tonight defensively for Ozen.
Now the Jags come out in the power I. 2 tight ends. Fakes the handoff. It's a pass. He's open. Throws it up in the air. Knocked away at the last minute by the free safety. Great job there.
Once again, that looked like Elisha Simpson in making the play for Ozen. Good defensive play there at the last minute, and that probably will force a punt by Central.
Boudreaux trying to get it to John Ruffin. You can see Ruffin going up right there at the sideline. 4th down and short, and I don't know, Toby Foreman may be rolling the dice here since Chris Boudreaux back in with the play. They go to the huddle. Play clock is at 30 seconds. Plenty of time to think about it.
Big play here for the Ozen defense. Try to get back in the game.
Unbalanced line to the right. They run back to the left, though. And did he get the first down? The handoff was to Deshaun Moreau. He's usually pretty good. Ozen thinks they did not get it. Central thinks they do.
Yeah, I think he's about a yard short. They may bring out the chains just to check this one out. It's going to be very close. Indeed, they are going to bring out the chains.
That formation was a power I to the right with an unbalanced line to the right, and then they run back to the left, trying to catch the Panthers in an overshift.
Needed to get out to the 38-yard line. Hard to tell, ball away from the hash, whether or not he made it. I'm going to say short, Charlie. It looks like it's a little bit short from here. And if he gets it, I'm going to blame the angle.
Yes. Oh, look at that. Oh, got to pull the chain tight. Check for the credit card. It's not a credit card. It's 2 inches short. Greg Chesser is 1 for 1 over the season. All right, you retire right now.
That's
you got your
right.
1,000 percentage on calling those.
Well, credit the Ozen defense because they came out after the turnover. They stood tall. They got the stop. Now they've got the football back in Central territory. And really need to get some points on the board here. 8:02 left to play in the 3rd quarter. There's still time for Ozen to get back in this game, but they need to make something happen quickly.
Like you say, you take away those big plays that the Jags had, it's a 7-7 game.
Yeah, so that's really been the story of the game, absolutely. Just the big plays. Other than that, it's been back and forth.
Wheaton now with an empty backfield. A lot of motion there. Wheaton ends up keeping it to the left, bounces off of the linebacker. Gain of maybe a yard. Flag on the play. Offensive holding is called against the Panthers. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
And I don't know how many penalties that's been on the night. I'm sure Brooks will let us know in just a minute. But, boy, it's got to be it's that 14 combined penalties between both teams and a number of penalties that have been declined. 130 yards of penalties tonight. That's almost more than the offenses have combined.
Wheaton signals to his linemen, make sure they know what the play is. Windsor next to him. Windsor stays in to block. Wheaton drops back. He wants to throw it. He sees a lane, cuts to the left, gets into the 44-yard line, gets 9 yards of the penalty back. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, good scramble there by Wheaton out near the original line of scrimmage. Thought there for a moment it might be open for more yards, but that Jag defense closing quickly.
You can see the linebackers coming in right here from all sorts of different angles. 2nd down and 11 yards to go. Windsor sets up as a right halfback. 3 receivers on that wide side for the Panthers. And Wheaton's looking in that direction. He gets outside containment. Oh, a hard hit, and that is a spy. That's what a linebacker does when you've got a rushing quarterback. You keep a linebacker back to watch him, and he hit Wheaton as Wheaton was crossing the line of scrimmage. Who was that?
That's Calvin Williams, sophomore. Look at this hit. Sends him airborne. Wow.
Looks like that shot on Cole Beasley last Sunday, didn't it?
Hit of the night right there. Yeah, somebody's going to be watching for this replay. They're going to want to see that again. Mr. Williams, good shot, good defense right there.
3rd down and 17 to go for the Panthers. Ball is just on their side of the 50. Wheaton takes the ball, retreats back, lobs it up over the middle. It is intercepted at the 31-yard line.
Guess who? Juwan Mitchell again.
Mitchell, that one was pretty much a jump ball that goes up into the air, and I tell you what, we've got a defensive standout right there is Captain Juwan Mitchell. He was one of the 2 Central captains for the coin flip. He's had a great night tonight.
Yeah, 2 offensive series for the Panthers and 2 interceptions by Juwan Mitchell here in the second half. Just playing center field out there.
Mitchell's looking to score. He's setting up blockers in front of him, isn't he? You get that guy. I'll go back here.
Nobody get a penalty. And yeah, knocked out of bounds there. But after a good return, ball inside Ozen territory. 1st and 10, Central.
Senior quarterback Chris Boudreaux stays in. Boudreaux hands it off to number 28, Michael Corbin. And the Panther defense nuffs that one out.
Led there by number 33. That's Markel Perry making the tackle there for Ozen. Gain of about maybe 2 yards, 3 yards. Call it 3. Be a long 7 yards to go. 2nd down.
Flag on the play is thrown as the 2 players are right there. Something may have happened there in the very middle. Let's see what the referee's going to say. Our replays are being sponsored by the Lube Shop. Unsportsmanlike conduct is called against the Panthers. That's a 15-yard penalty. That'll give the Jags a 1st down. All of the replays sponsored by the Lube Shop, and we thank them for their sponsorship. One of the neat things about the Golden Triangle replay, we've got 3 cameras, all of them high definition, but one's down there on the field giving you those special along the line shots that we former linemen like. 1st down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Jags trying to put the nail in Ozen's coffin right now. Boudreaux hands off. Deshaun Moreau, number 12, takes it in. 21-yard touchdown.
Just right up the middle, 21 yards for Moreau. One man with a chance to get him in the back near the goal line, but he just high steps, takes it into the end zone, and he's just been tough tonight.
That was a very good power play right there. Moreau has got tremendous speed when he squares those shoulders up.
Showing good speed, good balance there to maintain his balance into the end zone. And 34-7 with the PAT pending.
High snap. Holder gets it down. Referees say it went through.
Good job there by the holder to reach across and bring that ball back to the tee, as it was. Snap was a little errant, but it's good. And our new score, 35-7. Jags over the Panthers, 4:51 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, Greg, we need to start thinking about the IBEW Local 479 players of the game. And I tell you, for the Jags and for Ozen, this is going to be a tough call. Let's just kind of talk about it here for a second. What are your thoughts?
Well, defensively, I think if you start looking at Central, it would be hard to look anywhere but Juwan Mitchell. He's got 2 interceptions in the second half already. and it really played a really good game. And then offensively, though, you've got Deshaun Moreau. So what do? Moreau's got 2 touchdowns, a 52-yarder, a 21-yarder. He's got 92 yards rushing. He's been a good portion of the offense and responsible for 14 of the points. So that's a tough one.
Yeah, and from Ozen's standpoint, their defense is really starting to gel right here in the second half with that the one exception right there after the penalty.
Yeah, you probably have to go defense as well, I think, for Ozen. And the name that I keep calling seems to be Austin Citizen, number 45. Called his name a number of times tonight. That might be where I would look.
Okay, well, Citizen being a junior defensive lineman, as the kickoff is taken at the 7-yard line, run out to the 20. That's Elijah Simpson again with the ball. He gets out to the 26-yard line. So offensively, okay, with the Jags, Juwan Mitchell and Deshaun Moreau, we're going to have to look at a couple of seniors right there. And I'm a defensive coach. I give it to the guy who's got 2 interceptions. Those are rare.
And I was just talking to Brooks here offline, and he says that Juwan Mitchell also returned the fumble for a touchdown. I think that's going to put him over the top, Charlie. We're going to call Juwan Mitchell the player of the game for the Central Jags.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when you have those 2 and then a pickup and run, yes, and he was captain tonight, so okay. Congratulations there to Juwan Mitchell, the IBEW player of the game for the Central Jaguars. And Austin Citizen, defensive lineman, junior for the Ozen Magnet High School Jaguars, are IBEW players of the game. New quarterback now for Ozen. I'm sorry, I missed the number. It's the same quarterback. My apologies, Jamie Wheaton. Threw the ball out there to Chaz Butler.
Ball's incomplete. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Ball probably should have been caught. Good pass there.
Panthers are flipping the offensive formation. You can see the 4 receivers switching sides. Wheaton giving everybody their signals. They check their play cards, make sure they're running the proper routes. Wheaton with an empty backfield. Straight slant pattern. And the inside receiver was behind him. The Jag player was able to get a hand on it as it went past.
Yeah, Ruffin would like another shot at that one, I'm sure. There, number 9, you see there, John Ruffin. The ball goes right through his hands. Probably not expecting it to come his way as it comes behind the Ozen receiver.
Ran in between them there. Sterling Windsor was out there as one of the wideouts. Now Windsor's in the backfield along with Jamie Wheaton. Wheaton, a very strong-armed quarterback. He plays is a pitcher on the baseball team, we're told. You can see it because when he plants, he can let it go. Throwing it down into single coverage, or excuse me, triple coverage, I'm sorry, single receiver back there.
I thought maybe your eyes had failed you, Charlie, because there was a single receiver and 3 defenders. Only 1 football, though, so...
well, that's single coverage. They're covering for 1 football.
The ball falls incomplete.
You can see a good arm there, but the Jags are really playing prevent defense right now. They're able to send people deep. There was only 1 receiver on that pattern. He was well covered.
That'll force a punt from Ozen.
Jags send 1 receiver back. A little bit of a high snap. Evans is able to get it. A good punt there. Taken at the 41-yard line on a fair catch by our player of the game, Juwan Mitchell. That's a good shot there. There you go. IBEW Local 479 player of the game gets a good head snap for taking down that punt.
35-7 our score. 4:13 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Central about to come out on offense again. Already 1 score on the board here in the 2nd half.
Next week, Golden Triangle replay will be at the reservation at Port Neches Groves, where the Vider Pirates will be visiting town to take on the P&G Indians. A couple of leaders in 22-5A.
They're both undefeated going into this evening.
Handoff from the Jags to the tailback, gains 1 yard there. Again, the center of the Ozen defensive line solidifying. Number 45, Austin Citizen, a big part of that right now. You can see him playing their middle linebacker. Citizen, a junior, he'll be playing in the Soul Bowl again next year.
Central looking to just run some clock here as they've already got the 35-7 lead. Watching the play clock run down.
Boudreaux throws an out pattern there, incomplete. Attempting to get it to Earl Payne, number 17. Straight rollout here, and he's having to throw it quickly as the pressure was coming from the defensive line of Ozen.
Yeah, good pursuit from the backside there of the Ozen defense. Number 24, Dion Lewis. And it's third down and 9 for the Jags.
Foster at right halfback next to Boudreaux. Fakes the jet, and they give it to Foster up the middle. He's got the first down and still going. Hard tackle at the 41-yard line of the Panthers, but it's first down and 10 for the Jags.
Yeah, Jarius Johnson there trailing. He's trying to rip the ball out. Thought there for a moment he might have an opportunity. But good job holding on to the football. And a good gain and a first down for the Jag offense. Number 19 there, Jacorian Wright making the tackle for Ozen. First down and 10, ball on the 41-yard line of the Ozen Panthers.
Foster and Boudreaux in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right-hand side. Boudreaux corrals the snap. He's going for the home run ball. Oh, no! The defender pulled up short, and the receiver kept going. Touchdown, Matthew Phoenix. Chris Boudreaux to Phoenix, scoring from 41 yards out.
I think that was Jacorian Wright on the far side defensively, and he just got lost. I think he thought the ball was thrown short. He stopped, turned around, and the receiver just ran right by him, and the ball is on the money. Not sure there what caused Jacorian Wright to look, probably reading the eyes of the receiver and thought the ball was coming in short, but it's well thrown and touchdown Jags. Another big play by the Jaguar offense.
Vidal Valier's point after attempt is good. Add 7 more points to the Jags, and they extend their lead to 42-7. You're at the Central Ozen game at the Thomas Educational Service Center. We'd like to thank one of our big sponsors here, Market Basket. They have been in Southeast Texas for many, many years. Market Basket, locally operated. They're all over Southeast Texas as far as their, when I think back to 1961, Bruce Thompson opened the first one in Groves, Texas. And now they have 34 full-service supermarkets all throughout East Texas and Louisiana. We thank Market Basket for their sponsorship of Golden Triangle Replay, helping to bring the best high school football of Southeast Texas to you each week.
I was in there a couple of weeks ago, Charlie, and I got some of the best pre-seasoned hamburger meat.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, it was great. I made those, put those on the grill. I may have to do that again tomorrow. You bring Market Basket up, and I'm hungry. I want a hamburger.
Jags kickoff. Again, they keep it low. It bounces high, is corralled by the Panthers. And I tell you, Elijah Simpson learned how to do a hurdle. He got an extra 5 yards there, stepping over the first defender coming his way. Simpson getting a lot of work here, and you can watch him as he accelerates. Here's that little step. Yep, right there. 33-yard line. The Panthers will put it into play, 1st and 10. With 2:22 left in the third quarter. Damie Wheaton at quarterback, 2 halfbacks, 1 to each side. 2 receivers out to the left. Wheaton hands it off to Sterling Windsor. Not much there as the Jags defense gets all over him. A little bit of crossbuck action there in the backfield. Number 42 makes the play, Reggie Bozeman.
Bozeman in his 4th year on the varsity, played as a freshman. And of course the defensive player of the year last year in 22-5A. Penetration there initially by Charles Green, though. He got off the ball really quickly there for that Jag defense.
Wheaton drops back. It's Chaz Butler out here on the left flat. Tries to split the defenders, and that just gave the cavalry time to show up. Butler gets 5 yards on the reception. It'll be 3rd down. There's a time to dance, and there's a time to go forward. Chaz Butler brings in the ball here. He sees 2 defenders there, tries to split them, but unable to do so.
Yeah, just a host of defenders there for Central, led there by number 9, John Ruffin. 15 on the play there as well, Brandon Goins.
Have an injured Jaguar on the field at the 30-yard line. The trainers are helping him to his feet. You can find all of our games on the GTReplay.com website. Right now you've got the Little Cypress Orangefield homecoming game that we did a couple of weeks ago on there. And of course, this game and all of the games of our season will be available on the GT Replay website. Like us on Facebook. Follow us throughout the year. Worldwide, you can find these games. And notice 11-11, a first-round playoff game to be determined. We'll pick the best one available in Southeast Texas. 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Wheaton rolls to his right. It's a straight keeper. Trying to get outside containment, trying to get that 1st down. He's going to be short. Whoa. A little bit of extracurricular there on the other side. A flag is thrown, at least one flag, maybe more.
Well, it's usually the second guy that gets caught. I think the feeling was maybe that Wheaton was taken out of bounds a little bit late. Somebody came in frustrated and got caught there. That I think we'll see, but I think that's going to cost Ozen 15.
Dead ball foul, personal foul. Called against the offense. $15-yard penalty, 4th down. So the referees are marking off the penalty and where it occurred.
And watch the replay here. And Wheaton, as he's going out of bounds, it looked live like it was. No, that was. Whoa, coach got hit there. Yeah, taken out of bounds there by number 30, Darius Ware, but he engaged him in the field. He was just continuing out of bounds, but I think someone got a little frustrated with that, maybe a little late push, and that'll cost 15.
I think the question now is where do you mark the ball from? If it was a dead ball and that was after a 1st down was gained, there's a question. So the referees are going to have to determine what's happening.
Referee there telling us, Charlie, that it was close to a 1st down. They're going to measure. If it's a 1st down, it'll be the penalty's still going to be marked off, whether it's a 1st down or not. And you see there, it is a 1st down. I was going to say that, by the way. I would be 2 for 2 if I would have gotten that in.
Yeah.
And but he got the 1st down, but now they'll mark it back, and it'll be 1st down, but it's going to be 15 yards back. Marked back near the 32-yard line, or 27.
So it'll be 1st down and 25.
Well, I believe in that dead ball situation, they actually moved the chains as well, and it's 1st and 10. You would think it would be 1st and 25, but they actually will move the chains and make it 1st and 10.
Okay. I understand it when you explain it like that. Slowly,
well,
slowly with the diagrams.
I didn't really explain it. I just told you. Of course, the chain guys are confused because they're marking it 10 yards the wrong way. There we go.
Yeah, they thought, I guess, the ball had gone over to Central. But we'll get everything straight here. And, again, that's why you slow things down to make sure everything is set up.
But the guys on the field, they got it right. 1st down and 10.
1st down and 10 for the Panthers. Referee saying roll that clock. So after all is said and done, 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Wheaton sends 3 receivers out to the left-hand side as the referees explain to Toby Foreman what's happening. I'd like to thank one of our sponsors again, the Lube Shop, sponsoring all the replays, keeping us up for things. They have 4 convenient locations, 2 in Beaumont, the original Lube Shop, which is at East Texas and Dowling, and they're on College Street in Nederland. They're also located on Highway 365 and in Silsbee on Business Highway 69. I'd like to thank the Lube Shop for their support this year in our inaugural season of the Golden Triangle Replay. Everybody has been explained, including us up there in the booth.
Yeah, I think Coach wanted to know as well, hey, why isn't it 1st and 25?
So it's nice to know that Toby Foreman and I think alike. I'm honored to be in that category.
I was just glad to get something right.
Wheaton hands the ball off to his running back, who is swarmed immediately by the Jaguars. Ball went to number 12, Joseph Thomas. Kind of wishes he didn't have it. Loss of 2, 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, Reggie Bozeman right in the middle of that, leading the charge there, making that stop, and just supported by a host of Jags there for that 2-yard loss.
Wheaton sends 2 receivers out to the right-hand side. Well, they're going to just let the clock die down. We're down to 4 seconds now. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Jaguars 42, Panthers 7. We're back now, fixing to start the 4th quarter, 42-7. Brooks Cavina of the Beaumont Enterprise is checking the stats to just see if this may be the largest disparity of scores between the Jags and the Panthers in this 17-game history. Okay, next week, Vidor at Port Neches is where the Superior Energies replay of the week will be held. Vidor currently 4-0, Port Neches Rose 4-0, doing very well in their district play. And on the 7th, we'll be down there. Now, on the 14th, we're rekindling an old rivalry. Port Arthur Memorial has dropped into 22-5A from the 6A ranks, and they'll be, revisiting an old friend, Port Neches Grove. So it's going to be a great next couple of weeks here, a couple of P&G games, but the way those Indians are playing right now, you definitely want to see them as much as you can. Run up the middle here is Ozen's number 6, Sterling Windsor, gets some good yardage.
Yeah, Ozen's showing a little different look that time, running from under center. I don't believe we've seen them snap the ball from under center tonight. Good
3rd down,
the middle.
3rd down and 1 yard to go for the Panthers. Jamie Wheaton getting the signals from the left-hand side. All the players checking their cards. Windsor goes over to the right halfback position. High snap. Wheaton keeps it. He's swarmed. I don't think he got it. It's going to be close.
Well, I'm going to be 3 for 3 when this is over. He got it.
He got it. Greg, go buy a lottery ticket on the way home, buddy. 1st down and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Picking up just enough for the 1st down.
Doesn't matter if it's an inch or a yard.
Just move the chains.
The sticks move. 2 receivers to the left-hand side. Pistol formation. Wheaton rolls out. He wants to stop it, plant it, but he's just going to go ahead and take the yards that he can. Pushed out of bounds on the far side.
Short gain there, pushed out of bounds by Bozeman on the far side after gain of yard. Bring up 2nd down and 9.
You can see Wheaton wanting to kind of square up and throw it, but he had too much pressure coming his way. There's Bozeman. Butler and Hosea Stupinan come out to the right-hand side for the Panthers. Wheaton gets his orders. Joseph Thomas and Sterling Windsor next to him. Ball goes to Windsor, breaks free. He's going to be knocked down just short of a first down. Tripped up. He had great momentum, but referees say first down at the 50. They give him forward roll there. Let's see where he's tripped, right there.
Yeah, he got a very favorable spot. He got about an extra yard on the roll. He was stopped back short of the 49, but they gave him the ball out to the 50. And first down. It doesn't matter whether you make it to the 50 or not. It's just where they mark the ball, right, Charlie?
That's exactly it.
And more success running right up the middle.
Going under center now. I formation, twins to the right. Wheaton rolls out to the right, looks to throw, got a guy open. Incomplete pass.
Dalian Gantz making a good play there for the Jags, almost making the interception. And that time throwing off his back foot. Throwing off his back foot was Jamie Wheaton. Just didn't get enough on the throw.
Stupinan was the receiver. He thought perhaps the defender had jumped over him and made contact first. The referees did not agree. 2nd down and 10. Clock stopped at 9:38. You can see it here from ground level. There's a good shot right there of the defender jumping straight up, making contact with the ball.
Yeah, reached over, but I think he didn't make it look like a good defensive play there.
Handoff comes to Windsor. He breaks free, gets the first down, knocks down a defender, tackled at the 30.
Tackled at the 30 by number 30, Darius Ware, but not before a good run there for the Ozen Panthers. Windsor running hard.
Sterling Windsor, just a power play to the right-hand side. He plants his foot, makes that cut, runs right over that defender. Taken down from behind by the linebacker. First down at the 29-yard line. Ozen putting together a sustained drive here, using their rushing attack. Handoff this time to Joseph Thomas, works around the left-hand side. He dives forward. 22-yard line. 7-yard gain, second down and 3.
Brandon Goins in on the stop there for Ozen.
A timeout is called, a defensive timeout is called by the Central Jaguars. Right now, the Ozen Panthers putting together that rushing attack, and they want to slow it down and take a look at some things. A loop shop replay coming up there. Again, our players of the game, we want to give credit where credit was due. Number 8, Juwan Mitchell, not only had 2 interceptions, but he picked up a fumble, ran it back in for a touchdown. And number 45 for the Ozen Panthers, Austin Citizen, a defensive lineman. Spectrum Sports, Channel 85, Sundays at 11:30. That's where you'll see the Golden Triangle replay games each week. Again, Superior Energy's our namesake, the Superior Energy Replay Game of the Week. Next week, Vider at Port Neches Groves. Jamie Wheaton with the keeper trying to get around the left-hand side. It is strung out. He ends up losing 4 yards. Jags were all over that one.
Yeah, Darius Ware in on the play there along with Brandon Goins making the stop for a loss there. Bring up 3rd down.
That defensive end came across and took out both blocking backs. No one was out there with Wheaton except the defenders. Here's the ground level shot. I love this shot. A little bit of a stutter step, no good. And now we have a timeout, Ozen being called. An offensive timeout. 8 minutes left in the game, 42-7 the score.
Ozen really wanted to bring up a 4th down, really wanting to punch the ball into the end zone. Currently the lead, 35 points for Central, and the largest deficit that Ozen has seen in one of these battles. The largest margin of victory being 28 points by Central, 45-17 back in 2014. And currently Central with a 35-point lead on Ozen, but Ozen driving, trying to put points on the board here as we near the midway mark of the 4th quarter.
Don't forget, you can watch GT Replay games whenever you would like to on gtreplay.com. You can also order a game DVD or check out our broadcast system schedule. And for a chance to win GT Replay giveaways, like us on Facebook as well, facebook.com/GT Replay. I like that worldwide aspect. Wherever you are, if you're a Beaumont Central fan and you are on the other side of the world where it's turning to winter. I guess, no, the other side of the world it'd be turning to summer. That's right, yep.
Yeah.
You taught science, isn't that right? Didn't you teach science?
I was absent that day.
Did you pass science?
I passed science.
Referees are in the middle talking things over with the coaches as well, and the Ozen Panthers are getting their offensive instructions.
We said 4th down. They changed the down marker back to 3rd, so the scoreboard says 4th. The down marker says 3rd.
The referee says, what does the Fox say? The down box wins. Toby Foreman says it's 4th, and the referee says 4th down.
I don't know. I still haven't seen an indication.
I'm looking at the down box. It's still 3rd, so let's say it's 3rd down and 4 to go. I should have asked Brooks. He's right there. He keeps track of all these things. Handoff goes to Joseph Thomas. It doesn't matter. He's going to get a 1st down. Forget all the fancy stuff. Taken out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Panthers on the move. Senior Joseph Thomas with that 1st down, and when he turns the corner, clock stops, 7:56 left in the game.
1st and goal for the Ozen Panthers from the 10-yard line. There you see the football, nose of the football touching the 10-yard line.
Jamie Wheaton runs out to make sure that his wide receiver gets the same call. Shotgun formation. Wheaton rolls out to his right, looking deep.
Oh, it was intercepted. There was a second football that came at our shot, Charlie.
Yes, I was watching the second one.
I thought it got tipped, and I don't know, somebody's throwing the ball down the sideline, and that was confusing from up here.
So let's watch the replay. There's the ball intercepted by number 6.
Yeah, guys, roll that one more time,
Dalian
too.
Gantz.
You
Gantz.
can see the second ball come into the shot, too. You can see what was confusing there.
Dalian Gantz gets the interception. Watch the ball leave the quarterback's hand. Don't watch the other one. Slow motion. There it is. There it is. There it is. He catches it, and you see the other ball going. Okay, that's right. So I'm not making things up.
No.
Dad, I did see 2 footballs.
I thought the ball was tipped, and then all of a sudden I see number 6 there, Dalian Gantz, returning the football.
Jags get the turnover at their own 9-yard line. And the quarterback, Deshane Davis, number 2, keeps it, steps out of bounds at the 20. That'll be a first down for the Jags.
I think he was headed out of bounds, and I don't know, might have had an opportunity if he turned it upfield. There was nobody in the backfield. But stepping out of bounds near the 20-yard line. Probably would not have had a chance to turn it up there.
Davis gets
the
play from the sidelines. Coach Foreman's been pretty confident with that, sending his plays in with his quarterbacks. There, the camera's actually making the tackle. I love that one. Davis hands off to the running back, who is hit right at the line and bounces backwards.
Yeah, and guess who gets up off the bottom of the pile there? That would be Citizen again.
Michael Corbin, the junior running back with the ball, runs right into the pile and bounces backward. Citizen protects the center of the Ozen defense.
Looks like Cameron Scott also there, number 21 in on the tackle. Second down, 10.
This time the Jags stay in bounds and they get that clock running. Inside 7 minutes now with the game. High snap goes over Davis's hands. Knocked away. It's going to be picked up, or almost picked up, by one of the Panthers, and they finally decide to just fall on it. They were trying to take it in for a touchdown, as the Jags had done earlier.
Looks like Adrian Williams finally falls on the ball, and a big turnover down deep in Central territory. Ozen will take over at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10.
High snap just got over the quarterback's head. You can see it right here. Boom, right off of his fingers. Several Panthers had a chance to pick it up and run with it, but that ball bounces funny.
Yeah, and Emmanuel Hafford got back and really got in the middle of the play there, and kept Davis from being able to recover that. So credit Hafford as well for that play.
So the Panthers, after an exchange of turnovers, first down and 10. A little bit further than they were. They're at the 14-yard line. Oh, they tried to hand off to Wizard.
Well, he's stuffed there at about the 14-yard line, but he keeps the legs moving, and he moves out to the left, gains maybe 2 yards. Really hard running there by Windsor.
Something out of nothing. He's able to bounce out of that tackle.
Initial hit there made by Jamichael Kyles. Eventually brought down there by Tyrone Brown. 2nd down and 9.
Offensive coordinator changing the play. Jamie Wheaton makes sure that the wide receiver gets the call. Still good play clock management. Just now getting inside 10 seconds. Wheaton hands it off. Windsor gets close to the 10-yard line. Make it just the 11. It'll be 3rd down and 8 to go.
Yeah, number 44, Isaiah Martin. Number 34, James Anderson. John Ruffin, just a number of guys there in on the tackle. Just stand that up for little to no gain.
Here's a good shot to the pulling guard. Watch number 54 come around and kick out. Linebacker 44, though, filled that hole very well.
Yeah, Isaiah Martin really makes that play there for the Central defense.
From the pistol, Wheaton rolls to his right. Got a guy short. Windsor catches it. He's close to the first down. It'll depend on the spot. Okay, Greg.
Half a yard short. That's what I'm calling.
Half a yard, half a yard, half a yard onward.
That was a good catch right there. I thought the ball was going to fall incomplete. Windsor really made a good catch.
The referees are going to bring out the chains, I believe.
They don't need to do that. They should have just asked me.
We'll just say short. I'm not going to hold you to the half yard. We're just going to say short.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a half yard.
Okay. One thing about these artificial turfs, those lines are as straight as a laser can make them.
Well, the thing is, though, I think they moved the football, Charlie. That's part of the problem as well. You know, when he was tackled out closer to the sideline. They moved the ball back to the hash before measuring it and before he came up a half a yard short.
Let the record show it was a half yard. That's what Brooks is going to write in the article. Okay, what do you do, Coach? 450. Go for 7 or see if your field goal kicker can get some practice in. I'd go for the touchdown. Let's just go ahead and roll the dice. Have some fun here.
Well, the down box says second down. That's not right.
Well, let's see. Remember we had that discrepancy earlier. The
Yeah.
scoreboard says fourth down. The down box says second down.
I thought it was third down.
Pick a number. It's not fifth.
It's not second down. We know that.
I think it's fourth down, buddy. Power I formation. They give it to the big fullback. He gets the first down. There's no doubt about that. They brought in one of the big guys to carry the ball, and he got the first down. Big number 51, I believe, carried the ball. Adrian Williams. If you guys have that on replay, I'd love to see it. Let's see one of those Lube Shop replays here. They came up with the power I formation. Wheaton handed it off. Fullback plowed forward, and that looks like some of the Beaumont teams I've seen in the past, lining up and just getting it to the biggest guy, going right up the middle.
Yeah, we hadn't seen that tonight either out of the Panthers, but they're lining up again, same formation.
51 again at fullback. They give it to Windsor. Windsor's going for the corner. Touchdown. Touchdown, Ozen. Sterling Windsor, senior running back, following the trap block. Off on the left-hand side, gets the TD.
Yeah, good run there again by Windsor. Good blocking.
Watch number 50 pull and lead the way. 52 as well. Kick out, seal. All you got to do is get past the free safety, and Windsor does his job.
Yeah, Tyrese Henderson there making that block to spring that for the touchdown.
Now the point after attempt. Julian Hernandez kicks it very high. Dead center. Ozen, 14. Central, 42.
3 minutes, 57 seconds left to play, Charlie, in this one.
22-5A is a very competitive district. In 22-5A, of course, you've got Needland, Port Arthur Memorial, Port Neches Groves, Beaumont Central. Our IBEW Local 479 players of the game, we've highlighted them before. And I tell you what, when you talk about the Central Jaguars defense, they've done everything they needed to do tonight. Juwan Mitchell, how many interceptions?
Well, he had 2 interceptions and a fumble return for a touchdown.
Wow.
And then, of course, on the Ozen side, we've got number 45, Austin Citizen, who really has played a good game and held strong there in the middle of that Ozen defense. So 45, Citizen there in the middle of the huddle, as you saw. And number 8, Juwan Mitchell for Central, your IBEW players of the game tonight.
Finishing the thought on District 22-5A, going into tonight's play, Vider and Port Arthur Memorial and Port Neches Groves were all undefeated. Of course, with Beaumont Central picking up this victory here, they'll be moving up into the standings. 4 teams out of the 9 teams go into the playoffs. The onside kick bounces free, recovered by the Jaguars at the 43-yard line. That's Adrian Humphrey, I believe. No, take it back. Number 14, Sean Gant. Number 14 ended up with the play. You can see the ball bouncing loose there, and again, it's anybody's ball right there, almost on it. Markel Perry.
Yeah, quick onside kick, almost worked there. And of course, you got to do what you can here down 42-14.
First down and 10 for the Jags. Shotgun formation. Hard running tailback coming around. That's Michael Corbin.
Carlo Landry in on the play there for Ozen.
I'd like to thank BC Electric, BC Miller Electric, for being one of our sponsors tonight. Also, BC Miller Electric, Pizza Inn Port Neches, and Bubba's Air Conditioning.
Really appreciate all of those sponsors, Charlie. Them stepping up, supporting high school football in Southeast Texas. Make sure you tell those guys thanks for all they do for high school football in the area.
Second down and 7 to go. Staying out of the shotgun. Same handoff. Well, they faked it, and this time Deshane Davis takes the ball and gets close to the first down.
I think you and I were both watching the same thing. Both of us thought number 26 there, Michael Harvey, had the ball, and he didn't.
He did. Great fake there by the junior quarterback. Davis played the second quarter. And they have played the 2-quarterback platoon, with Chris Boudreaux taking the odd number quarters and Deshane Davis taking the even number quarters.
Yeah, both quarterbacks have had success tonight, so that's a positive that the Jags can take out of this game.
Timeout is called by the Jaguars. Third down and 2 to go with 2:27 left in the game. The Superior Energies Replay of the Week is sponsored by Superior Energies, The Lube Shop, Market Basket, IBEW Local 479, Classic Chevrolet, BC Miller Electric, Pizza Inn Port Neches, and Bubba's Air Conditioning. Game stats tonight were provided courtesy of the Beaumont Enterprise. We also like to shout out thanks to our media partners at KOGT Radio, Jim King and the King of the Road Show. And special thanks to Spectrum Sports. You can watch GT Replay games statewide Sundays at Spectrum Sports, cable channel 85 at 11:30 a.m. And don't forget, you can see GT Replay games whenever you like to on gtreplay.com. Worldwide. I guess maybe the moon, if anybody was there.
Maybe so.
Might be a little delay on the tape, though. Third down, 2 yards to go. They run the quick pass out to the right-hand side. First down for the Jags, and that's the first time we've seen that play all night. Pass goes out to Adrian Humphrey. Strong arm to Deshane Davis, puts it way out there very quickly. One-on-one, Humphrey gets past the first defender.
Yeah, picks up the first down, keeps that clock rolling. Right at 2 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Central driving, leading 42-14.
Out of the shotgun, Davis bleeds it down inside 5 seconds. Flags on the play. Handoff goes to Michael Corbin. Number 28 dives forward, close to the first down, but let's see what the penalty is.
I think we're going to see an offsides called against Ozen. Somebody jumped in the interior of the line. That is the call. Probably declined that penalty. Take the result of the play. Could be close to a first down.
Chains are moving. As soon as they get set, they'll start to play the game clock again. Counting down inside 1:30 now.
And we'll see if Central's interested in really rushing and trying to put some other points on the board. No, it looks like they're going to go into victory formation.
So the Jaguars, after defeating Ozen on October 7th, they're going to travel to Nederland to play the Bulldogs. Ozen Panthers will have a bye next week, and then on October 15th, they will host Nederland here on a Saturday afternoon game at 2 o'clock. We want to thank you for staying with us. It has been a great victory for the Central Jaguars. Ozen Panthers, though, have nothing to be ashamed of. They have seen some offensive plays go their way. Just in the first half, there were a few big plays that Central had. And that's going to be it. 42-14 is going to be your score. Greg, any final thoughts on the game?
Well, I think big plays were the key. I mean, we saw some big plays. That was the difference. I mean, it's a 28-point victory for the Jags. It looks like a lopsided game, but they really pulled off some big plays. It was a pretty well-fought battle other than those plays, but hey, you got to make plays, and that's what Central did. So they're going to hopefully draw on this as they go through the rest of their district schedule. They pull off this big win here tonight in the Soul Bowl. They take the victory 42-14. Congratulations and best of luck to them as they move forward in their season. And hopefully Ozen can bounce back as they continue their district play as well.
Next week, the Superior Energies replay game will be Vider at Port Neches Groves. We'll see you then. For Greg Chesser, I'm Charlie Jellin. Take care.